what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through now a series of exercises that you would do on the back rack. Obviously it depends on where your problem is as to how you would do the exercises, and that's something that I would give you advice specifically on. So the first thing that the back rack does is take you in what we call neutral position, which is this position. What you will see is my head is positioned on the spindle here, and this top spindle still rolls. So if I'm too high, like this, the spindle won't roll. And this is an incorrect position. There's two sizes of back rack. This is a large, and because I'm 6 foot, that's the one I need. If you're around about 5.5 to 5'8", that sort of height, then you'll probably need the small back rack. There's two sizes. Okay, so we're just in this position. This top spindle's rolling. I know I'm in the correct position now, and this is called neutral. First exercise would be a double leg bend. So what I've effectively do is put my hands around my knees and just drop back. What that does is it puts more pressure just on the base of my spine. And all I would do is just a gentle rock. Now, because this is quite a hard surface, you don't want to be doing too much in the first sort of week or so. And that's where really you need guidance from me about how much to do, because it can be quite uncomfortable initially. So you need to take it at your own speed with advice from me. So that's exercise number 1, which is a double knee rock. You can also do a single leg raise like so, and just alternate it. So then we do the other side. And on each of these movements, we're just giving a little bit of a stretch at the end of range, just to get those back muscles that I've described up here, just to get those stretched. The other exercise that's really nice in this position is a bridge. So all you do is just lift and then slowly roll the spine back down onto the product, and then a little bit of a rock at the end, then come back up into a bridge. This gives a nice stretch to the excuse me, nice stretch to the front of the thigh here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through the exercises for the thoracic spine, which is this bit. So as with the previous exercises, you start in a neutral position. Okay, and then what we do is a crunch, so a normal stomach crunch. Get yourself in a comfy position, make sure this top spindle's able to roll, hands across your shoulders, and then you just lift up like so and back down. As you can see, I haven't been to the gym for a while. My stomach muscles need a bit of conditioning because they're shaking away there. That shouldn't really happen, but it proves I'm working. Okay, so that then mobilizes the thoracic spine, the middle bit. You want to also, with this exercise, you want to try and let your head drop back a little bit, otherwise you'll end up overusing these muscles here. So it's just a lift, trying to come from this region using your tummy muscles. Okay, good. And then the final exercise, we're going to go a little bit up the back rack for this one. So breaking the rule I said earlier on, and we're just going to lean back into the back rack a little bit. This is great for mobilizing just below the shoulder blades. Okay, so we're just going to lean back and tilt into that area. This is a little bit more uncomfortable, and this is more of an advanced exercise, so you would only do this one once your pain is under real control. Okay, so it's a little bit more of an advanced exercise, that one, because it is quite uncomfortable. And then the other thing that it's very feasible to do is just to lie on the back rack. That alone is a little bit of treatment. So that will help you just give the spine a little bit of light compression. And you can also just rock on the back rack. It's a totally acceptable exercise, and particularly when you're getting used to it, you know, you haven't used a back rack before, just lying on it with a little bit of gentle rocking, making sure that top spindle is able to move. That just allows those nodules to the wooden nodules to go into your back muscles and make you feel more comfortable. And then the final exercise group is just for the neck muscles up here, okay, and also to release tension in these muscles next to the top of the head, to the back of the skull here. They're very important. These are called the paraspinals, and these are often the ones that are tight. So with this exercise, it's a bit like the previous bridge, but you're actually lifting this part of your spine as well. It's a lot more pressure on the neck with this one, and then back down. Now you wouldn't want to hold that for too long, because again, it's quite uncomfortable. So you just lift, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. You probably do this about 5 or 6 times. Lift, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. And as I explained, the neck is a little bit more vulnerable. So this is why it's really important to have the correct advice from a physio who knows the product, really to make sure that you're doing the appropriate exercises, particularly for your neck. Would use a lot more manual therapy here, using my own hands to mobilize the spine before I got you doing this particular exercise.